Excellency the Indian High Commissioner to Fiji, Mr. Palaniswamy Karthigeyan, the Second Secretary and Head of Chancellery, Mrs. Safullah Khan, Permanent Secretary for Ministry of Agriculture, Mr. Ritesh Das, a delegation from the Government of the Republic of India. We are here, present here today. A senior staff from Ministry of Agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar, Nisambola, and welcome to the Ministry of Agriculture. A very special welcome and appreciation to the delegates from the Government of the Republic of India who are joining here today, headed by Excellency Karthigeyan. Ladies and gentlemen, Excellency, the Government of Fiji through the Ministry of Agriculture is always grateful to host you here at our premises, considering the long-lasting relationship that we have with your country and your continuous and immediate support to Fiji during our time of need. Thank you. Naka. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I do note and applaud the commitment and support to Fiji-India bilateral relations that has grown steadily over the years since the 1800s, during which we have signed memorandum of understanding, exchanged technical expertise, and provided capacity building through organized workshops and meetings. Fiji has benefited a lot from these engagements, and this is evident in the development progress of our agriculture sector. It was just about 2 months ago when we signed our memorandum of understanding to establish cooperation for the development of agriculture in Fiji. The focus area of interest includes, amongst others, dairy industry development, water resource development and irrigation support, food processing industry development, agriculture mechanization, and development of seed bank. We note India's great achievements in agriculture sector to ensure food security of its population despite all odds. We note how technological development, research and innovation have played a central role in delivering onto the critical objective of food security in India. We stand to learn from you. We need your expert advice and guidance in the above stated areas to enable us successfully to expand our agriculture sector. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting everyone globally and has placed agriculture in the forefront of developing states' national economies. Fiji, as internationally renowned tourism destination, was forced to close its borders. Losing deficiently the needed revenue resulted in loss of income for many Fijian families. In addition to these, there are other challenges that we experienced even before the pandemic, such as frequent natural disasters, high dependency on small-scale agriculture and high price of imports and high prevalence of non-communicable diseases. All of these have prompted the government to encourage homegrown solutions to ensure structured response that is sustainable and supports quick economic recovery. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, we here at the Ministry of Agriculture note that Fiji has a strategic advantage in agriculture sector. We have a sizable land area in comparison to our population size. We have favorable weather pattern for year-round production, and our pristine environment can blend our produce and leverage it to a higher priced market. In this regard, we want to mobilize our younger generation to see agriculture as a business. To do so, we need to push high value agricultural enterprise growth, provide infrastructural support, open up finance for large-scale investment, support increased mechanization, and ensure production and supply is based on market signals. Over the last 3 years, we have adopted the above agricultural growth paradigm, and we have begun to see results. In 2019, the agriculture sector output grew by 5.7% compared to 2018. The country's earnings from agriculture exports accounted for 60.1% of total domestic export. In 2020, the volume of fresh and chilled produce exports increased by 25.8% and 16.3% respectively. These are commendable results despite COVID-19 and ongoing climate change challenges, and is a positive indicator of how the sector has performed appropriately withstanding shocks and risks. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, our ministry's programs, both food security and export agriculture, have benefited immensely from the seeds provided by Government of India. The first assistance was provided in 2016 following the devastation caused by Cyclone Winston, when we received 5 tons of seeds to assist us with our agriculture rehabilitation and food security programs. And last year, following TC Yasa and Anna, we again turned to India to seek assistance to secure affected households with regard to food security. As we were preparing to receive it, we were struck by COVID-19 pandemic, which worsened the food security on the ground. The receipt of 7 tons of dry seeds couldn't have been any better timed. It boosted our food security works on the ground. We were able to undertake country-wide support for food security and expand our support for commercial and export agriculture as well. The latest consignment includes 14 crop seeds, namely eggplant, cauliflower, guar, long bean, French bean, muskmelon, English cabbage, watermelon, capsicum, sponge gourd, okra, tomato, cucumber, and bitter gourd. Since the first wave of COVID-19 and response to regular occurring natural disaster, the ministry has distributed 106,431 individual seed packs to households throughout Fiji. This is approximately 59% of the households in Fiji who have received assistance from the ministry with regard to planting material. The program will contribute immensely to scaling up existing programs, ensuring that all Fijian households remain food secure despite the impact of COVID-19. It is also assisting us to boost our agricultural exports by assisting farmers who are targeting this market. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, Fiji is a small country. We may not be able to reciprocate in the same quantum, but the blessings and well wishes from the people of Fiji has always been blocked for India. I do hope that we will continue to look up to India for wisdom, guidance, and increased support so that we can also grow as these seeds will grow and nourish our people. I once again, on behalf of the government of the Republic of Fiji, sincerely acknowledge this kind gesture of the government of the Republic of Fiji and assure you that this assistance will go a long way in providing food and nutritional security to all Fijian families during these challenging times and beyond. Excellency, thank you very much and pass our thanks and well wishes to the people of India and the government of India. Thank you, Naka.
His Excellency the Minister of Agriculture, Environment and Waterways, Honorable Dr. Mahendra Reddy, Permanent Secretary for Agriculture, Mr. Ritesh Das, the Chief Economist, Ms. Sarah Bose, friends of the media, and other friends who are joining us online at this occasion. Nisabula Vinaka, Namaste, and good morning to all of you. I'm indeed delighted and honored to be part of this handing over ceremony. I'm pleased that despite the pandemic, we have been able to deliver a consignment of nearly 7 tons of 14 varieties of fruits and vegetable seeds worth 1.75 million Fiji dollars, requested by the government of Fiji as a grant from the government of India. This is for the restoration of the livelihood of communities affected by tropical cyclone Yasa. Friends, I know the past 2 years have been extremely challenging for all of us as we try to combat the unprecedented impact of COVID-19. It is especially gratifying that at this very difficult time, when a livelihood has been impacted greatly around the world, and including in this beautiful country of Fiji, where people are returning back to their native places, returning back to farming, returning back to agriculture. This consignment of seeds is very, very timely. I'm so glad to note that this is already helping people in Fiji who are returning to their villages and communities to farm their land due to the loss of employment as a result of the pandemic. We in India have been largely successful in coming out of the second wave of the pandemic, and we stand in solidarity with our friends here in Fiji to mitigate the challenges arising from this deadly pandemic. India enjoys very warm and friendly relationship with Fiji based on mutual respect, cooperation, and strong cultural and people-to-people ties. the historic visit of Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, in 2014 to attend the first Forum for India-Pacific Islands Cooperation gave India's engagement with Fiji and the wider Pacific region a new momentum. India remains committed to extend full support to Fiji's concerted and sustained efforts to restore livelihoods of the affected communities and to build a resilient infrastructure. Friends, you may also have noticed last week on the 25th of August, when the United Nations Capital Development Fund Pacific team officially launched Fiji's first climate and disaster risk microinsurance product, there was an Indian hand behind it. This initiative involved financial support of $850,000 to Fiji from the India-UN Development Partnership Fund. We are so glad that the project started off in a record time and is going to make a big difference to alleviate economic damage caused by climate and extreme weather events in this beautiful country. India has always been supportive of Fiji when it comes to responding to the humanitarian assistance and disaster relief requirements, especially in a place which is ravaged frequently by natural disasters. As mentioned previously, we were there after Tropical Cyclone Winston and more recently after Tropical Cyclone Yasa in January. I think we were one of the first countries to provide Fiji with emergency relief supplies in Jan. Subsequently, we had delivered 100,000 doses of Indian-made COVID vaccines, which I'm glad to note played a key role in kickstarting your vaccination program in March 2021. Subsequently, in April 2021, we had got this shipment of seeds consignment, and I'm glad that it's already making a difference, as I noted, on the field. In June 2021, to take our relationship forward in this very important sector of agriculture, both the countries had signed a memorandum of understanding on cooperation in agriculture and allied sectors. I'm sure this will go a long way in further strengthening our multifaceted development cooperation between the two countries. The fact that we are today meeting here, despite the difficult circumstances, bears testimony to the importance that is attached on both the sides to this very important relationship. From our side, I reiterate the commitment, the strong commitment of India to further strengthen, further work closely and support Fiji in this very difficult time. And I'm very sure that together we'll be able to come out of these difficult circumstances stronger and more resilient. At the end, I would like to thank the team at the Ministry of Agriculture for arranging this handing over ceremony. I wish you all good luck, good success, good health. Thank you so much. Raiwaqa.